What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are leaving tomorrow. We got to go up to Ely first, get our permits. Then we'll be staying at a lodge at entry point 30. We're going in Lake 1. And our plan is to go down to Lake 3, hit some of the campsites on the bottom, maybe, of Lake 3. I know there's a couple of 4 stars, maybe a 5-star campsite down there. So that's our goal. Yeah, it's going to be a good trip. Hopefully good fishing. We usually go earlier in the year in May, and fishing's always been pretty slow, but a little later in the year this year, so we might actually have some luck. But with those warmer temps, that also brings mosquitoes, black flies. I've heard they're pretty gnarly up there already. So a little worried about that, but we'll see how that goes. We have our bug nets and our bug sprays, stuff like that, so we should be set. Couple new pieces of gear this year I'm excited to try out. GCI outdoor canoe seat. Never had lumbar while paddling, lumbar support, so we'll see how that goes. And then this piece of equipment, I hope I never have to use, but I'm glad I have it. I went and bought a ACR personal locator beacon, the View 425. I really hope I don't have to press that button, but that is worth so much to me to be able to know that I have that. So worst case scenario, we can still get out of there. All right, it's moving day. Let's get this show on the road. That's for us. All right, we made it. Kawishiwi Lodge. Pretty decent size, actually. It's pretty spacious here. 6:30, everybody's up. We were ready to hit the water. We are at Kawishiwi River Outfitters. There's the lodge. Absolutely serene on the lake this morning. Just placid water. The bugs last night were merciless, and they got in the cabin with us. And even now, I'm already getting bit. We'll have to put a fair amount of bug spray on this trip. But I'm already seeing canoers out. It's not even 7 yet, and people are already pushing off. Good to go. I got the fishing scoop from Frank. Oh. He said jigging between the islands down by where we're camping, and then if we want to hit rapids going up by Lake 4.
The chain too?
Towards 3 or 4.
Yeah, yeah, cool.
That's our cue.
Dry, right?
Yep. 7:38 push off time.
Wow, look at that emergent growth coming out already.
Yeah.
Morning.
How was fishing?
Haven't been out this morning.
You can see the burn scar up there. That's wild. Some of the trees did stay up and they're just regrowing. There's so many dead trees up there. That's pretty cool to see how that 20-year growth is coming in. Is it 20 year now?
2013 was that storm, or that
10-year growth. Wow. Big difference.
12 maybe, something like that.
Okay. And then 2008 was the Ham Lake fire?
2007.
7. We're at our first portage here. It's the first one off of Lake 1 and beginning of Lake 2. It's a double portage, kind of one into a little pond jumper of a watering hole, and then another one. I think both of them are like 20 some and 30 some rods.
Yeah, we're waiting for some people that are finishing up. We're not
Yeah.
just chilling.
Got some moving water over here, so I figured I'd throw the Ned jig out, but nothing doing.
Okay. Yep. Just don't want to rush it. That water's hot. That's crazy.
Hot, hot?
It's like bath water.
It is like bath water. That's crazy. It's not that crazy. It's shallow, so I get it.
I'm right at the tip.
Go ahead. I'll walk behind you. Oh wow, that's awesome. So our outfitter at Kawishiwi Lodge, Frank, really nice guy, he said that anytime you want to hit stuff this time of the year between some of the islands where we're going is an all right bet, but just find moving water. I'm gonna try and get the guys to stop the canoes around some rapids today, see if we can throw out a leech and a jig, try and get some fish going for lunch. That'd be pretty nice.
Cool landing.
Oh, look at this. Very neat. A lot of bugs. Still pretty cool. They're a hovering and a biting.
Like one mosquito and his day's ruined.
A lot better view here of the burn scar. You can see everything over here, old growth, tons of trees, and then everything just drops substantially. You have 6 foot tall trees, shrubs, a couple surviving trees, but it's really neat to see some of the old trees bounce back after that fire. You get a few in here.
I don't know if your GoPro picks it up, but there's not a cloud in the sky.
It's a little hazy, but there isn't. There's not a single cloud in the sky. For most of this leading up to the trip, we were expecting there to be rain, and it just pushed off on the radar, and have nothing on the radar now. But 2 weeks before the trip, it was like, yeah, maybe one day of rain. The week before the trip, it's like all 4 days are gonna be rain, and now it's Sunday to Wednesday. It's looking pretty good. Oh, that one's cool. Look, the outside's fine, but at the inside, the entire thing is charred.
It was like burning from the inside like a stove.
That's crazy. Very cool. And here we are, finishing up Lake 2, getting into Lake 3. A lot of the same down there. Holy cow, look at those tall dead burn trees.
I didn't bring. The funny part about it is that he brings them all in separate containers. I didn't bring asparagus either.
Well, we found a little makeshift portage. This Mackenzie map said this little 2 canoe length open area, or trees area, was open. Turns out it's not, so get to add a short little one rod portage. Oh boy. All right, Alex, I'm super interested if you have that map, which sites these are.
In my bag, I'll have to show it to you when we get there.
What a cool campsite. We have to be pretty close to that portage.
It's through there a little bit.
This would be nice for that south wind blowing away the flies. Lord of the flies.
Probably a canoe landing over here in the grass.
Oh. So we're gonna check out this campsite here. It's on the south end of Lake 3. Really, really gorgeous front porch. Multiple areas for seating. Not a ton of trees. Be hanging the bear bag a little too close to camp.
These tent pads are awesome.
The tent pads sound awesome, says Alex. Looks awesome.
Check this out, dude. Check this tent pad out.
Just a total plateau. Is it rock though?
No, sir. You can fit 2 up here and 1 down there.
Easily fit 2 up here. Well, I don't know.
There's small tent strings.
All right.
I think we can fit 2 side by side.
Maybe, but one of them's gonna have a corner into the rock.
Can't we just move these 2 rocks here, bro? And do tent?
Maybe.
Right? Because this isn't. That's.
Quite possibly. I mean, this spot is gorgeous. I totally agree. I saw that front porch. It looked pretty. Dude, there's like multiple seating areas. We do have a table here. Interesting. It's a very nice campsite.
This is a 5-star site.
I'm happy with this. I mean, if this turns out to be our campsite, I'm very happy with it.
Look at the view. Look at all the shoreline to fish. Do you remember our sites the first year?
Vaguely. The second one was bad.
Really bad.
Really,
On Back
really
Bay.
bad.
On Back Bay.
Back Bay was gnarly.
The whole site was on a slope.
Oh, that's disheartening. Tinfoil. Burnt tinfoil left on the ground.
We'll pack it up.
Some people don't want to do it the right way.
Is that a real crawdad or is that fake?
That is bait.
That's real?
Well, no, it's a plastic.
It looks,
They left that out too.
it's blue, dude.
Yeah, it's not real though. You can tell it's plastic.
Yeah. Sloppy.
Sloppy campers here before us.
If you're gonna get it on video, let me take off my life jacket so it looks cool. Where are we putting it? It's a nice bottom too. It's just straight up, Mouse. All right, ready? Yep. This little guy over here could be a good place to stage canoes. Yeah. Right here. Let's get it out of the water completely. Say no more, Sam. I mean, do you guys think that like something like this would be vertical, or do you think that everything is slow? What? We're talking about
There to there. Yep, right there.
these 2.
No.
This one?
Yes.
How about this one to that?
And right there. Yes.
Oh, the little guy.
Through the tree?
Right there.
That'll work.
Okay.
Either one of those.
It's a little
Just make sure your back's not laying on that stump and you're good.
Yeah.
I've heard of situations like that. Yeah, I think it must. You're kind of seeing someone, but like it's not serious.
All right, we're in business.
Nope. She doesn't.
And she's filling. Gravity station's up. Time to go find a bear tree up by the Biffy so we can get our pulley system set up. Now we got to pick out a tree and then toss the pulley over, which can always prove to be a challenge. So we'll see how this goes. Not that one. There we go. We're gonna throw a line out here for a little bit. We've done a lot of work so far. Time for a little bit of play. We did scare a bass offshore. I'm not positive where they are right now in the water column, but let's do some casting, try and figure it out. Well, there's a panfish, a couple of them. Those are big. Those panfish are going to shred this leech, unfortunately. All right, I just caught a bluegill the size of my dinner plate See if they'll let me pick him up before he gets too angry. I don't know if you've ever seen a bluegill on a stringer, but I decided to do that because it's a pretty decent sized bluegill. It's bigger than the size of my hand. So we got a little bit of fish here for dinner, but I'm gonna go see if I can wrangle up another 1 or 2 of those. Well, we got another one. These guys are absolutely swallowing these baits. I need the pliers for this one. Maz, I need to grab my pliers. Okay, can you bring it here?
I got my stringer too.
That works. Oh, sweet.
So we don't have to go back.
Awesome.
I came to catch them.
Well, that is my aim. Did you get one, Maz?
Not yet. Did you?
Yeah.
Good job on catching a fish.
Thank you. Just a little panfish.
Better than a whole lot of no fish.
This is true. I'd rather catch a lot of panfish than nothing at all. You know, historically being here, we don't really keep panfish, but
We don't historically catch pan.
we don't historically catch panfish either, like Maz is saying. So I, for one, am excited to try and have a panfish. I'm happy catching panfish, and if we have no guarantee of catching bass or walleye, it's kind of nice to eat fish. And you don't get a ton from panfish, but that's why they have a higher limit. Three right under this log right now, Maz. I just spooked them a little. Yeah, I saw them come right over this rock. They're working their way this way. Both. These are all massive, dude. None of these have been small compared to like our lakes at home. They're all the size of my palm, dude. They're like cruising the shallows right now.
Can you touch there? Straight down. I think the waiting area is
All right,
more
hang
than
on.
that side.
Ready?
Just barely.
Yeah.
You're like that.
Yep.
part there.
All right, let's go fillet these things.
Not for a long while.
Hey, I could have brought you some of my jalapeno cheddar.
Adam, you're coming.
It is about 8 o'clock, 8:30 at camp. Everything's winding down. Absolutely amazing day. It was a little hot. The bay cooled us off nice. I hooked into a small walleye or northern here off campsite. Didn't get it in. It might have been 13, 14 inches. So I'm thinking it was a northern, small northern in the hot water. The sound of the mosquitoes, might not be able to hear it through the GoPro, but it is deafening.